just one pertinent piece that I think should be considered in our debate. And that is section B that says that the county and the city agree that the city shall be responsible for 50% of all flood mitigation related costs attributable to the portion of the Blanchard River watershed located within Hancock County up to the sum of $1,200,000 per year, not to exceed a total of $2,400,000 per year over a 5-year period. Again, this is a document that was submitted. I have no idea. It's not date stamped, but it has not been executed. So I will open up discussion from the Appropriations Committee on your thoughts.
You know, still pinching pennies that we have for the last 3 years, and this levy ends, you know, December of 2012. You know, how are we going to do it? What are we going to do in 2013?
How do you want to handle this? In 2 pieces? 1.2 requests?
Well,
and then discuss the 3 years, 5 years?
May I make a recommendation from the chair that 2011 is not done yet, and we have not collected all the monies that we are going to collect as a result of the 0.25% increase, income tax increase. So I feel comfortable in dealing with 2010 payment immediately. Do we want to pay $600,000 for 2011 in toto as part of that?
I have no means of transferring any other money into that fund. You've completed your obligation for 2010 and 2011. In 2012, it is anticipated that another $600,000 will be allocated to that fund. So if you choose to spend $1.2 million and pass that off to the group, whether it be the county or any other entity, you will be $138,000 short, and you will need to determine where that money comes from. And that will have to be determined between the administration and yourselves.
Casey, before I recognize you, I'd like to comment that Commissioner Regal has stated that they would be happy to accept $200,000 at a later date if we would so choose to go into this commitment. Unfortunately, City Council only acted on a 3-year commitment. That doesn't mean that this is not the most important thing in this community, and I think it is something that we have to go back on. We have committed to you for the amount of money of $600,000 for 3 years, according to the resolution that Mr. Stasiak has read, and I think it's incumbent upon us to now probably take up in a separate discussion in appropriations, how do we handle the 4th and 5th year. And if you allow us to do that, we'll be back with you. But I think we need to have at least an agreement between us so you guys feel comfortable and we're covering our base.
Well, and just to reiterate, we are not going to, this council, I'm one person, but I think I speak for everybody else, we are not going to shuck our responsibility to flood mitigation at all. And I think we've committed to the 3 years. I agree with you 100%. You know, we've got budget issues we're going to be dealing with next year because the tax is going to fall off at the end of 2012. So we need to figure out how we're going to extend our commitment that we made.
I guess that's where I start getting hesitant about spending dollars, but yet, you know, I think flood mitigation is one of the top priorities as far as the city is concerned, the city of Findlay. I assume Ottawa the same, and so we can't go through major losses as we saw in the previous floods and expect our residents to stay around.
All right, I would like to now read the recommendation. We recommend the city of Findlay remit $1 million from the Capital Improvement Flood Mitigation Fund for all of 2010 and part of 2011 as contribution commitment towards the $1.2 million obligation. Is everybody okay with that language? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Please sign the document. Thank you. All right, I'd like to move on to the next item on the committee.